What's up, boys? So trade recap here on here. Um, so this is gonna be a really good trade recap on a trade that I took this week. I think it was like Wednesday. Um, really good trade. 5 RR. I actually only I took profit at like 3.2. But I will explain in depth why I took this trade and yeah, give some free sauce, some free information. So first, coming to that day. So basically, I'm on FX Replay. As I said in my other recaps, go watch them. By the way, they're really good. I don't have FX Replay Premium, so I'm rocking XAU USD for today. So there's like some small variation or some, I don't know how to say this word. So like basically, I don't think that on MGC, I usually trade gold futures, right? So micro gold futures. There wasn't any gap, any new day opening gap, like right there. There wasn't any, so just don't take that in consideration. So first, coming to that day, what do I see? Really big dump, right? We saw price of gold, Bitcoin, silver, everything is very bearish recently. So big move. What do I also see? A really good retracement into the discounted area of this range, right? Of that range, we are in a discount right here. Let me get all of this. And what do I also see? We are in the discount of this range too. All right, so this is the 4-hour/hourly range. This move, we are in the discount, right? So I would like to see a rejection of that, of the discount range, a discounted range, and if I can pair it with the rejection, of a high time frame PDRA in the discounted range, as this 4-hour BPR, it was way cleaner on the basically it was cleaner on MGC, but we can do it this one. So basically we have this gap right there. As I said, no gap on MGC. So basically we fill this for our BPR. So if I want to be bearish, I would like to see a rejection out of that gap. So a displacement to the downside. And if I'm going to be bullish, maybe towards one of these draws over here. Maybe not today because that's really far. That's like 450 points. But I would like to see an invalidation of that gap. All right, so that's basically a bit my conditions. We also have this gap on a lot of time frames. So this over here we got a hourly gap that we're also trading into. I'm pretty sure we have a 30-minute too and a 15-minute too. All right, so I want to see a rejection of that. So rejection of that is my condition to be bearish. So now we're only at 18:29 or 6 p.m. So basically that's my condition. So at first I was like, we're respecting some bullish, we're just rejecting off that of those gaps over here on the higher time frames. And if we look like at the hourly, we're still like into a pretty bullish structure, if I can say, like retracement over here, here, so as I said, if I want to be bullish, I want to see an invalidation of all of those gaps. So especially on the 1 hour, since the 4-hour closed in in 220, so basically at like 9, I think, 20, at 9. So I'm basically not even trading anymore at 9, or I might be trading at 9, but so basically what I would like to see is really the 1 hour to close above this gap, since it's closing in 25 minutes, right? So I'm still pretty bullish, but I would like to see a invalidation of that gap. But if it's not after like rewatching it, like we did invalidate like this gap has been traded into, but still an invalidation. So I don't think that being bullish was the best idea, but it was still not bad. And the most important part is that I adapted. I fucked that, man. I changed my bias with what market gave me, right? So if I started a bullish, I won't like stay bullish at any cost. So if I see some really good bearish confluence on the higher time frames, or let's say all my bullish draws got taken and I see a really good rejection out of these draws, then I would have no problem to switch to a bearish bias, right? That's really important. But don't switch like every single minute, right? So you have to still be pretty confident with your bias and not switch at every single 5 minute inverse fair value gap. So if we let price go a little bit and stop yapping, so we do have our 15-minute gap. So basically what would we do? We're just like shopping in that range. So 8 p.m. Came, right? So at 8 p.m. I want to see a manipulation, or we just are expecting a big move. So that's why I avoid taking any trades at 8 p.m. or close to 8 p.m. because you can get like just wicked out of your trade. Just like we can see here, we have a big wick and a lot of movement. Yeah, so basically compared to, let's say, this candle, it's like 12 points. Say this one has like 25. It's not much, but it's still a lot of volatility. Oh, you know what I mean? Y'all get what I mean? So basically, we have a really strong move down after market open, Asia session open. And this was a gap. That was like just a fair value gap on the MGC, you know. So basically, once we're done with that, I'm now really more bearish because we are strongly rejecting of this fair value gap that was on every single time frame. So the 1 hour, the 4 hour, so the 4 hour, the 1 hour, the 30 minute, the 15 minute, maybe even, no, not the 5 though. So nearly every single time frame we're rejecting off that gap. And as I said, this gap is in the discounted range of this move down. So a nice rejection is actually a bearish confirmation for me. As I said before, my condition to be bullish would be an invalidation by the on the 1 hour, which we didn't have. We are actually having a really strong displacement to the downside after we tapped into it. So I'm now more leaning into a bearish trade, so a short. What is the chart I want to target? It's probably going to be this intermediate low, probably on multiple time frames. We have it on the hourly and the 4 hour. So this intermediate low is going to be my narrative draw. Okay, so I might not target it since it's actually like 100 points away, 120. So I might not target it, but I'm probably going to take a trade towards that draw. All right. Why not target it? Because price might retrace and then I might get break even or just stopped out. So I'm probably going to be going for a easier target for price to reach, so closer to the price, closer to the actual price for my entry point, right? So just gonna put this right there. So then what do I wait for? Here I see that we created a 15-minute fair value gap, right there. So I would just want to see price retrace into it and get a strong a strong rejection out of it to then target something towards this draw that I talked about here earlier. So bang, we tap into it. We got a 3-minute fair value gap. Is it the highest time frame inversion? Probably not, since we have a 5-minute closing in a minute. So we do have a 5-minute fair value gap right there. Bang. So I want to see an invalidation of that gap. So if I want to enter that trade, we tap into it. Do we invalidate that gap? No, we don't. All right, so we reject out of it. Then what happens? Open the 1 minute. So here we don't invalidate that 1 minute gap either. So one thing I really want to see is a stop hunt. So basically remanipulating this high that is inside the 15-minute fair value gap. So just basically having something like that. So filling all the stops and then having a inverse fair value gap just like that to then enter and then target my draw, right? What is this kind of entry? So something like that is what I want to see. So now I'm gonna see if we get this. So basically here we just wicked this high that was made inside this 15-minute fair value gap. So seeing a wick on the 1 minute time frame is actually really good, because it shows that price is rejecting, really strong rejection. We didn't even close above that. We just wicked it out. So that's really good for me. I really like that. Then we do have this intermediate low inside this 5-minute gap. So I actually entered this trade just off of, I don't even remember. I think it was like, I entered like a 1 minute retracement into that just because of how good the setup was, and this placement was really strong. So I was like, I just entered that trade like here, I think, and I break even at this intermediate low. So I can just show you all the executions. Is it this one? Yeah. So basically, y'all can see I enter over here and I got stopped out. I got break even, yeah, right there. I don't even know how. Oh yeah, maybe in this I got break even like instantly. So yeah, and that wasn't necessarily the best entry because we didn't have any good inverse fair value gaps. So I got instantly break even, right? I think I entered off this one. I entered like in this one, off like this 30-second retracement, and then I got instantly break even like in the same candle. So that was a bit unfortunate, and I don't think that was like the best entry. Then when do I still look is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is our fourth candle since we tap into that gap. So if we invalidate this fair value gap, I'm still going to be maybe re-entering that trade because that would be like the proper entry, since this is like the highest time frame inversion of this manipulation leg. We also can see that we have a lot of wick, right? We have a strong rejection of that PD array, and we have a strong displacement outside of this PD array. So then, yeah, we close we inverse that gap on MGC. All right, so maybe not on XAU USD, but on MGC we did. So what do? Bang, I enter that trade. All right, so my stop was like at the body, so basically the open, just the body of the manipulation leg. So either you can see the open or the close right? So the top or the bottom body. So basically, right there. Then what were my targets? So first, we are in a on the 5 minute time frame. We have this low that is inside a 5 minute gap, which is an intermediate low. So we have this intermediate low that we failed to take with that, right? So that is like some relative. It was like way closer on gold on the futures. So I called them. I said it was like relative equal lows. Right? They were better than that. So, but still, those are relative equal lows, which are really good draw to target. So that was like my one-to-one target that I would have took on my Express account, or even just this internal low for a one-to-one RR. The only problem was I didn't take it on my Express account. I was just really focused on my eval that was in severe drawdown. It was like down 800, which is not that bad, but I was still really wanting to get out of drawdown. So basically, I only took that on my eval. So because of how much like I was in really a big drawdown, like 800, I just had my TP at this internal low, right? I did not care about a one-to-one. I don't want to just make 500. I was like, I want to make some money on this eval and bring back into profit. So I said, fuck it, I'm holding this until my maximum draw, which is like 100 point away. So 110. So that's like a 5 RR. All right. So I entered that trade right there. I can show you all the executions. Wait. Which one is it? Nope. Hold on. Bang. That's it. So as y'all can see, what is this? What was that? Oh yeah. As y'all can see here, I entered that trade, and the blue line is my take profit, which is just below 8880, which is like here. So we can see it because there's my face, but it's basically there, right? We can like imagine it in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just below here. So yeah, basically 848. Then here y'all can see the executions. I will let y'all know why I closed there. So as I said, I only took 3 3R on this trade and didn't let it run for the full 5.2. But as I showed y'all in the pictures, I actually had my TP at that point. I just moved it when I was in the trade, right? So after I entered the trade, my original TP was there, right? I just moved it because of some reasons. So I actually had other draws marked out. I had like this one, which was a not decent long wick, good draw, and this one, which is like an intermediate low. All right, so basically those were my draws. So as I said, for a one-to-one on my Express account, I would have just took this small 1-1R. I take my piece of the pie, and that's it. But because I was in like much drawdown, I decided to hold that trade for longer, right? So let me enter that trade. Actually, enter with less positions than I would have wanted. I only enter with 2 micros, which is like 350 risk. So basically, I want to risk more than that. I want to risk like 1%. No, 1.5. Oh shit. Bro. Shut up, bitch. Yeah, so that was like basically my stop, which is not what I want. I wanted way more than that. I wanted more than just 300 something in of risk. I was like 500 or 650, and that was basically the trade. After like rewatching the trade, I just realized that I would have break the consistency rule even if I held that low. So yeah. So basically, I had like two micros, so I took like 50% off here. To be honest, I don't really know why I did that because that was like $200, $200. So that's nothing. I was like down 800, so I should just keep my all of my profits here. But I did that, so I don't know. Next time I won't. Just because it's not really worth it. I'm better just to hold let's say until this low right there, which gives me like a 2 hour, and then I'm just gonna make 750 and call it a day. Maybe even yeah. So that's why that's not really a good idea, but that's what I did. So I'm being 100% transparent with y'all. So yeah, that's basically the trade. My TP was there originally. Wait, can I just put a limit right there? Buy. No, I want to buy one. I want to buy 0.007. That's what I want to buy. That's what I want to buy. Oh, is it like I just want partials. It's gonna be a market. Can I do that? Oh fuck, you can't. Oh no no. Damn. Oops. Wait, I'm gonna need to redo that or what? No, that sucks. Bang. Okay, I'm just gonna have to redo this for y'all. My bad. Place order. Yeah, bang. That's it. No, I want a market order. What the fuck? All right. So bang. That's it. That's it. That's it. So basically, that was the trade. Yeah. So I'm just gonna add a year. Buy one. Gonna make sure to put a stop and 0.07. That should be good. What? Alright, I'm just gonna put a fucking limit. I want this, bro. Alright, so I don't know if it's gonna be working. But that was basically the trade. So we started with heavy display. I had no break even. That was like also my break even point. That was like partials plus B break even. So we have like a good displacement. Then bang, bang. Oh shit, that sucks. What? Yeah, close this shit. So I basically can do partials on here. That sucks, but y'all know I took 50% off. So then basically I'm break even, as I said. Bang, break even. Then we have a really fast displacement to the downside. I really like that trade. We're already up 3.3 RR nearly. So that was the intermediate low that I talked about here earlier. So intermediate low. Honestly, I should have just taken profits right there. I was already up like 900 at that low. So and 3.25 is like really good. I'm normally just taking 1 hour, so I should have just took my piece of the pie right there, and I would have been completely out of drawdown too, and way more than that, way more, because that's right there. I would have been really good right there. I should have done that, honestly. I was a bit distracted and I think I got greedy a little bit, so I should have just taken my profits there. So then, what do? We do have a 5-minute gap that is closing pretty soon. Right there, 5-minute gap. So after a fat displacement like that, I could be expecting a retracement. So I would like to see this my bad, this 5-minute hold. All right. And by the way, at that point, I was like, if I took profits here, I was already like out of drawdown. But I didn't do because I wanted to catch that full 5 hour trade. So that was a bit greedy of myself. So then we tap into it. So I was like, nice. Can I get a good rejection out of it? Hell nah. We invalidate that 5 minutes. I was like, I was like, bro, maybe I should have just took profit here and not be greedy. But what maybe we're just rebelling, right? Just retracing to the discounted range of that move down. So I'm looking for PD rays that are matching that range, which we have here. This 5-minute, this 5-minute, right? We do not have any 15-minute yet. In 4-minute we will. So I was like, maybe the 15 will save me and we will get price to go lower. So then I just wait. I just let price go. So we create the 15, but we didn't get any tap into it. We left it on fill. So I was like, yeah, I was just a bit like, I don't know what price will do next. I was really expecting a nice little retracement into it. Then we have this 5-minute here. I would really like to see an invalidation of it. We have 2 minutes left. But we didn't. All right, we didn't. And on the 3-minute, we didn't either. So then we do have a 3-minute invalidation and a 5-minute invalidation too. Do we? Yeah, we did. Sorry. So I'm really happy about those invalidation. Now I have I have more faith into that trade, and I was like pretty sure that price will hit my draw. But I was like, that retracement scared me. I'm not gonna lie, made me realize that like I'm not Powell, I'm not top taking this shit to a 5 hour. So I said, I just want to get my account out of drawdown. I'm just gonna move it to this internal low, right? Which those were actually very close. So I just decided to move it to this internal low and just don't be greedy. So just know that I took my full positions off right there. 100% of my positions were taken at that low. But for the love of the game, we're gonna hold this to until the low that I was talking about earlier. So then price just chop around and bang, TP it. So that was like a 3 point, a little more than that. It was like a 3.25 RR, which is actually like one of my biggest trade I took, and like with nearly zero drawdown. I even think there was like no drawdown. I think I entered. I don't even know. No, I think there was like one taken drawdown, something like that. So really, really good trade. And I was completely out of drawdown. I made about $900 on this, and I took 50% out here, so I would make like double if I didn't do this, which is kind of stupid, right? So, but we're holding this until we destroy everything. So, bang. What do we have next? Big ass candle. I had another target. This one I was talking earlier. This low, right? That got destroyed too. So I I said a lot of I could have, which is a word that I ate. This is just for like fun and just showing that the draws were correct, right? I would. That's not a good idea to hold until to have like a 100 point TP. It's just showing like that I had the draw right and my original TP was pretty fire. But I think that taking all my positions out here or even here was like the best decision I could have done, honestly. So then, TP destroyed. TP destroyed. 5 point like 5.67 R. That's crazy. Really, really nice trade. Really happy with it. Really, really proud of this trade. I really liked it. Yeah, it was really fire. Just look at it. So, yeah, that's basically it. I really hope y'all learned something in this video. Just comment if you have any questions. Just let me know in the comment or DM me on my Instagram. My Instagram is put it on here. It's just like that. So if you have any questions, you can DM me right there or in the comments of this YouTube video. So I hope y'all liked it, and yeah, let me know your thoughts on this vid, and have a great night.